Guys, it's Amena here. Thank you so much for coming to today's webinar. I am super excited to have you here today. We have a long webinar today, not too long, but definitely hope you got the snacks and the drinks ready because there's a lot to cover. Make sure you also are grabbing your notebook and getting a pen and paper because there is a lot I want to teach you in today's webinar, and I can't wait to get this started. So what is this webinar about and why did I create it? So if you guys don't know, I've been in the online space for over 25 years. I started in no, not even 2000, in 1999 online. And I became an entrepreneur from online systems building and eventually at the age of 27, which I'll get into a little bit later more. But at the age of 27, I sold an online company that I created over 8 years with my partner for 3.5 million take home. So it's amazing, amazing journey, which I'll go into a little bit later. But essentially, that jump started everything I've done and built in my career and also in my investments and in my life. And it's really exemplified everything with having that knowledge. And I'm here to tell you what systems are working right now. I am very much involved in a lot of technology still, and I love it. So we are here to talk about becoming influential, or become influential is what the title says here, to make reoccurring sales easy, fast, and simple. Okay. I wanted to make this as simple as possible. I have coached a lot of people over the last, I would say, about 5 years. I got into coaching, and it was just something that I really wanted other people to know. Coming from a small town, there's not a lot of people that actually grow businesses online, and I think it's very important for everybody to know. It's where most of the money is made nowadays. Trillions of dollars get invested in online systems and businesses online. Look at Apple, look at Google, look at um, Amazon. All of these are multi-trillion dollar companies, and you can definitely make money online, and I'm going to show you how today. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next slide here, and let's get this started. So that's me in my bathroom, just chilling. I think I was just doing some product shots there, but again, we'll get into that more in a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the table of contents because I made this table of contents so you can see everything we're covering. You can screenshot this if you like. We've got a lot, okay? So I'm not going to read this whole thing. You can look at it. Basically, it's just a breakdown of everything we're going to be covering today. So glance over it, look over it. We got everything from, why is it important to build a social brand? We've got my story as how I became a multi-millionaire for the last 20 something years. The different types of social media, what is the difference between different systems and things, how to grab attention and keep it, turning viewers into buyers. So we got using CTAs. If you don't know what that is, that's call to actions. What we do as a business and Amena Media and how we can help. So we got a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next screen. Hopefully you've got a screen capture of that or you've got a chance to look over the rest of that. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next slide. So welcome to the course. Why is social media branding important? If you know the biggest brands in the world, you would know that they all not only are text-based companies, they're also social media brands and uses social media branding. They use billions of dollars to reach a global audience and keep them coming back every day to use their platforms. Every social media brand should have a page they are actively building to not only get free traffic to see their brand, but also to have a place to directly connect with their customers. In this course, you will learn the basics of social media marketing, how to correctly brand using it, and using marketing tactics to turn viewers into lifelong clients. And I know some of you guys are return clients of mine, and I really appreciate you and being here. I love seeing you time and time again and seeing your growth in your life and get to be a part of that. So I just want to do a shout out to those people that are here for not only the first time, not only the second time, but the third, fourth, fifth time. Really appreciate you always being active in the community and everything that we create here as a brand and as a personal brand. Okay, anyhow. This is a picture of me and my son. We are RVing in this picture. This is like probably like the fifth year we've been RVing. I've had my RV since 2019. Highly recommend if you have a family, if you have pets, take them traveling, get an RV. It is the easiest thing just to pack it up after a long day, just hit the road and just book a place. Stay weeks, okay? We need to normalize this, that we need to take vacations for weeks, not just a few days. Anyhow, let's move on to the next page. And if you guys had a question about this, you might have said when I said every tech company is also a social media brand. And yes, I did also mean like Apple and Amazon. They are actually social media brands just as much. We've got Apple as a social media brand because it has apps that brings you back. It's social media. We've got also we've got excuse me, we got Apple, and then we've got Amazon. That was the other one I was going to say something about. Amazon is actually a social media platform. I'm actually a social media influencer on Amazon. Interesting enough, they do have a program for that. I've been a part of it for 3 years now. And it is a network, it's a social network. People can interact with you through Amazon if you're an influencer. You could do live streams. But we'll go into a little bit here soon. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Okay, what you will learn and to be able to do after this webinar course. Okay, section 1, how to use social media to market your brand. Section 2, types of content to post, how to attract viewers and clients. Section 3, ways to sell on social, understanding CTA, scarcity and urgency and incentives. And then the key takeaways for the course. We've got the social media branding 101, social media marketing 101, social media tips and strategies, and increasing reach, engagement, and sales. Okay, we've got two pictures here. We've got two different places I've been on these. One was in Jamaica, and the other one was in the Dominican Republic. I love these places. Highly recommend going. They're so beautiful. The water is gorgeous, perfectly see-throughable. Okay, crystal clear waters. This is the beginning of our next chapter. I believe we're coming up here. Anyhow, I'm trying to remember what these chapters are as we're going through them. It took me quite a while to put all this together, but hopefully it's pretty easy to follow. Anyhow, we define our own limits, abilities, fears, and goals. It is imperative to understand this. With the right mindset, everything and anything is possible. And I do want to stress that mindset is like so big. And that's with everything you do. If you think you can, you will do it. If you think you can't, you just won't. You won't even try. Let me help you through the process using the tools, knowledge, and strategy I know as a 24 plus year online entrepreneur. Technically, it's 25 year now. Going on 26, I believe. Anyhow, I can't believe it's been that long. So anyhow, my story, why I created this course. Oh, I didn't tell you about the little story behind that last picture. So that last picture was me holding a bunch of advent calendars. You see that? That was me putting them away. I think it was now becoming like just after Christmas. It was probably like January, I think. And then I reviewed all these. These were all free. They were brand deals. So we'll get into that. So then we got my story. This is my home. I have a beautiful estate. I've been living here 10 years now. I can't believe how fast time's flying. But anyhow, has flown, I should say. So my story, well, I created this course. In 2008, I became a multi-millionaire at the age of 27, all because building an online brand. I became a millionaire again at 37 from real estate investments. Now at 42, building my personal brand to become a multi-millionaire and future billionaire, all from what I am doing online using social media. This is the process I use so far and why it is important to you To do this as well, building your brand on social media, if you love to leave a legacy for your family, break from the norm, and experience the life of your dreams. And I cannot stress this enough, especially if you live in a small town. Like I live in a small town. I don't live near a big city. The closest city is DC. If you guys don't know, I live in a small town called Fredericksburg, Virginia, but we're actually quite a larger town. But still, small town off the side of a major highway. We're in between DC and Richmond. Really no potential for growth or expansion unless you learn to use online systems. And a lot of us are in this situation. And you could see, probably from my photos that, I have built the life that I want without limitations by utilizing technology. And then we're going to go more into that. Okay, section one. Now we're in section one. All right. Understanding social media, how to use social media to market your brand. Why is it important to use social media correctly as a brand owner? The potential for continued growth and reoccurring sales, online sales, is quicker, easier, and more cost effective than any other traditional non-digital methods. How true this is. More people spend their time online and connecting to each other using a social media platform than any other way. What social media platforms do you use? How do you stay up to date with family, friends, and the latest news? Do you watch YouTube or scroll on Instagram or Facebook? Go ahead and answer those questions down below. You should see a form. You can go ahead and answer them. And I look forward to reading your answers, and I will message you back on that because I'm always excited to hear what you guys use and how you stay up to date and what you use your time online for. If for me, I use pretty much every platform, for different things. Facebook is still kind of like my favorite in a way because it's more authentic. TikTok's a big one for me too. I spend a lot of time on TikTok, especially on live streams over there. Amazon live streams are always fun. I do enjoy my community over there. Instagram is more just pretty pictures. I don't really do too much on Instagram or X. LinkedIn, not my favorite, but it comes and goes. It all depends what I feel like using. And we've got always like the oddball ones. But the number one thing here is that more people are online than ever before. If you can't find the people offline to attract into your business, you definitely can find them online. And how true this is. We make so many more connections with not only Amena Media, but also Amena Art now online than we do in person. And so anyhow, this picture is a photo shoot that I did in modeling, and it was a lot of fun. Highly recommend to get some professional photos done every now and then. It's always a real treat to go out and do. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. We've got two types of brands on social media. So I wanted to differentiate these because there is two different, right? There is your personal brand and there is your business brand. Okay. You can see here I used two different photos. One more personal is me and my older daughter, kind of having fun, goofing off. And then I kind of was goofing off on the second one too. It was me and my son. If you guys don't know, my family works with me. My kids are now older. And we have a lot of fun working together. See, we keep the vibe high here. Okay, so but there is two different brands that you build online. There is your personal brand, and then the other one is your business brand. Both serve a purpose, and they are alike. You can see I'm the same type of person in both, but they're not the same. Okay. Personal brands follow the growth and change of the individual, the person that started it or that mostly runs the page. Okay. And then we got the business brand. It follows the business as a whole, the people that work there, the mission, client results. Theme pages are also classified as a business brand pages. And those are those pages that are like themed around the news or around like cooking or just like mindset. It's more generic, right? Those are still business pages, okay? So I wanted you to note this down. I don't want you to confuse these. Every time you look at, say, a TikTok or something, ask yourself, is this a person that I'm following or is this a business I'm following? And it gets really clear after you really pay attention. And then this helps you build what you're going to be doing. Are you going to be building your personal brand or your business brand first? It's always good to focus really on what you are going to do first. We'll get into more of this in a little bit here. So let's go ahead and go to the next page here. Okay, section 2, types of content to post, how to attract viewers and clients. And this is me and some real amazing entrepreneurs I met at the 10X Growth Conference. This was a couple years ago. They were really great. They also made multi-millions of dollars in two different industries. The one on my left, she does like tax services and she buys real estate. And the one on my right, she's a really big name in multi-level marketing for a wellness company. So really great people. It's always great to meet people when you're out and about that are also thriving and really moving forward in their lives. It just motivates you to do so much more on your own. So get out there, network, meet people, not for business, but just to keep the drive high. Okay. So, what is the difference and what to know? Online, we call the people we see in our post viewers. The viewers are a mix of new people seeing us for the first time and past followers. The goal for every brand is to keep attracting new viewers and get past followers to buy their services, products, or recommendations, right? So we want our past followers to purchase things from us and make sure that we're building stuff that's actually going to be useful for them, right? Because what's the point otherwise? And I don't mean like what's the point of posting? You could post just for entertainment, but essentially you have to monetize that to keep the momentum going, to get help, to actually provide something to all those viewers that are spending their time with you. So the only way to get viewers and clients is I can't talk now. The only way to get viewers and clients is by creating entertainment, inspiration, or educational content. Okay, there's only three types. There's entertainment, inspiration, or education. Okay, so write those down. The more you post these types of content, the easier it will be to build trust, community for your brand. Okay. So you're trying to build trust and community. So you have to be posting these types of content. Now, you don't have to post all three of these. You can just focus around one. There's plenty of entertainment channels. There's plenty of inspirational channels. There's plenty of educational. Now, if you can narrow down more one than the other, then you're gonna, see real success. Okay. So in my photos here, I show two different brands I trusted based on the online social content they post on Instagram. I decided to buy these services from both these brands. So just based on what they were posting, I decided, let me go try out these brands. Let me go and spend my time, my money, and see what they're about, right? And I'll go over that in a second. Do you know any of these brands? And what brands do you follow and have trust in just because of their social media content? Like, have you ever like scrolled through Instagram? You're like, wow, that's amazing. And then you saved it and then you went and on that trip or you went and purchased that person's program or you went to that place to try their food based on what you saw, or what somebody told you, maybe an influencer. An influencer is just an online marketer, right? So, what did you see that made you, go ahead and purchase that? What did you buy? What service did you invest in? Where did you go? So this is two that I went to. I went to Round 9, which was a kickboxing place. I had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, they're no longer there. This was an out of town trip. I joined a month-long program. It was super fun. Love boxing from that experience. And then 10X is Grant Cardone's 10X Growth Con. A lot of fun there. I have made so many friends through 10X. It's such a blessing. That's my friend Sheldon. I made friends with him a few years ago going to one of the 10X events. So, definitely trust like yourself and putting out the post, okay? You got to put yourself out there. Make the post. People are looking for you. They get inspired by you. They want to experience only what you have. And these are communities. These are only experiences that I would have found out about because I was active on social media. Okay? And it doesn't have to be Instagram. It could be Facebook. It could be X. Wherever you feel comfortable posting, post. Okay. So the next one, grabbing attention, keeping it, turning viewers into buyers. The most important thing to know about social media is how to grab attention and keep it. Without learning the skill, you run the risk of wasting time and money and creating content that does not serve your potential or current clients. But you're also in risk of losing reach and followers. Okay, we'll go over that in a little bit. With image post, you need a compelling photo to get viewers to stop. Okay, with reels and shorts, you need a visual hook and a headline statement. With text posts, you need a clear statement or question that will spark a debate or action for viewers to add their opinions. Go ahead and screenshot this, in fact. Screenshot this, okay? Because this is literally super, super important. And I will break down a little bit here for you. So you need to grab attention. That is your call to action. So I've told you exactly here what you need to create for each one. If you're going to be doing an image post, you need to have a compelling photo. Okay, not just something that you rolled out of bed and took a photo of you or because you thought you looked cute or something. Sure, that's great. But you have to make it scroll stopping. All right. Why is it scroll stopping? Is it something unique? Is it in a unique place? Is it something you styled your hair totally different? Are you known for something and you're going to show up in a totally different way on this next post and it's going to shock your initial viewers because they're not used to seeing you in this particular other way. Whatever it is, it needs to be scroll stopping because other than that, you're just wasting time and money. Okay. For reels and shorts, you need a visual hook. You need to be doing something that most people won't ever see or they don't know about you. But again, they won't really care if it's something unique um and it's not something different. So you have to stand out in your own authentic way, okay? Yes, you could do stuff a little bit oddly. You could do something a little bit goofily. Goofily, I don't think that's a word. Goofy. And that will definitely, make that statement you're looking for. But you've got to consistently do this. You can't just post one and expect it to hit, right? So Mr. Beast actually posts three different thumbnails religiously, and whatever one works the best, he changes it to that. And then after a while, he changes the thumbnail again and then again until he can't exhaust it anymore. And that's how you got to look at these posts. You got to post more than one. You could do variations. You can change a little bit of the statement, like because with Reels, you get a headline. So you can change the wording in it a little bit more. Okay. Same when you do text posts. Okay. You got to have something that's gonna be scroll stopping. It could be a statement that's really strong, like your view on COVID. Like that's a strong opinion. Your view on political matters. Now, if you don't want it where it might arise some kind of conflict, You could ask a question that could be sparked an emotion, something about divorce, something about long-term relationships, something about being an entrepreneur, something that's going to bring your community together or separate it to kind of weed out the people that aren't fit for what you're trying to build. And remember, everything is about building something, okay? So I don't want you to haphazardly post. Really think about what you're posting and the why behind it. That really matters, okay? You need to know the why you're posting this, okay? Sure, you might, post something random. I post stuff random every now and then with no real thought about it. That's fine. As long as like 90% of your content is streamlined and you know why you're posting it, you're good. Okay. Most people can't even get that far. All right. Oh, and that picture was me and my daughter. That was the first time her getting her nails done. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so we got section three, ways to sell on socials, understanding CTAs, scarcity, and urgency and incentives. Okay, we got a lot here. All right, understanding CTAs, that's call to actions, scarcity, urgency, and incentives. All right, we'll break that down here in a second. Oh, that photo was there's this place that's in between Hollywood and Aventura in Florida. Really a beautiful, gigantic statue of this Pegasus, and there's this dragon, but it's kind of covered up there. But really cool area. Okay, then we got the next one here. We're talking about CTAs. Well, that's the first one we're talking about in this section. The easiest way to make sales on social media is by just adding CTAs to your blog, excuse me, not blog, your bio, your post, and your reels. CTAs are short for call to actions, which is used to post bio, descriptions, and even talking on a video. Okay. So some examples are click to get started, tap the screen now to download, comment yes to get started today. Okay. Always add a CTA to every post on social media and make sure to have one in your bio. All right. So take a screenshot of this, highlight it, write it down. You're going to put call to actions to everything. Now, they don't have to be so direct either. A lot of my CTAs nowadays, I'm not so direct in them. You'll see that sometimes I post something and I'll do the call to action in the actual captions. Sometimes I'll do the call to action days later. That's more like if I post something and the people that like it or that comment, I'll directly message them or I will follow up with something in a response that gets them to do a specific action. So you don't have to do a call to action on every post so directly. You can actually have a follow-up call to action if that makes sense. Where even if it's just like, hey, come to my event at so and so, or hey, if you're really interested at this, do this action. That's still a call to action. That's still a CTA. Okay. Even like I said, if it's a day or two later, just make sure that you have a reason to post and already know the direction you're going to be taking your audience, your community. Okay. The people you're posting for. All right. So we got two photos here. I believe this was both in Jamaica on this one. Either way, lots of fun. Highly recommend. In that second photo, the water's glowing. That's like algae or something. It glows. It's in Jamaica. Really not cool. You do it late at night. I don't know what time it is there. I think it's like 10 o'clock or something. Anyhow, there was a boat full of people with me. There was plenty of other people in the water, and we were wearing life vests. Technically, you can't really see the life vest because it just goes around my waist, but it was super fun. Highly recommend it. All right, using scarcity and urgency, add number limits to drive sales and test different prices. Highly, highly, highly recommend trying this out. Now, you're not going to use all these tactics on every single post. Okay. You're going to sprinkle them through. To be successful in any business, online or off, you have to do multiple different things. And then whatever thing works for your particular business with your particular audience is the thing you're going to double down on. Okay. And I want to make that super clear. Not every marketing tactic is going to work for you at all times. This is why it's important to keep learning and to keep growing and to keep evolving and to keep testing and to keep doing these different things. But you have to learn them first. You have to get good at them. Okay. So that's what I'm teaching you here. All right. So using scarcity and urgency, add number limits to drive sales and test different prices. Only spots available now. Only two left. Get yours now. Only available for the first 30 to sign up now. Don't wait. I can only help 10 people to get started this month. These are all scarcity and urgency call to actions. Screenshot them. Write your own. Like seriously, after this webinar, jot down like three more. Like what could you put on your next post that would be scarcity and urgency? Like you make this up. Sure, you have so much time, right? You only have so much time, you only have so much energy. Just like I'm gonna be releasing some spots to open up to get rid of some of my smaller canvases because I'm focusing more on commercial size right now. And so my smaller canvases, I'm going to be spending time on making commissions on those because I'm not going to be concentrating on selling that size anymore. I'm scaling up. So I essentially can open up spots to get artwork made for people that are interested in original art pieces, right? But of course, I'm limited on time, so I'm only going to do like two next month. So I'll have two spots available because I have other things that I do. I can't just paint all day, right? So even if I wanted to, I would get burned out and tired and my work wouldn't be that great. But there is reasons why you do have limits that are logical, but sometimes they can be illogical. Like the five spots available now, if it's a digital course, sure, I might have like 50 spots available. However, maybe I only have energy to open up five spots because that's five spots. That's five people that I will be coaching, right? That will be making sure that they have the time needed to ask me questions. So, it makes sense, but you can adjust that number. You can adjust if it is tomorrow, you need to hear back from them or next Friday, so use this to your advantage, but obviously put some logic behind it for yourself too. You don't want to overexert yourself and burn yourself out. All right. So add a time frame deadline to best track champion results and get potential clients to take action sooner. Okay. And here's some of those. Offer only good till Tuesday, the 5th. Registration closes at midnight. Sign up now. Offer closes to public after today. By Friday, we are discontinuing the offer. Get it now. And again, it can be like time urgent because it really is. Maybe, you need to collect a payment to make a mass order, to send out something, obviously let them know that. Right? You got to tell people that can't read your mind. They don't know. Even if you think they know, they're busy. They have lives. Post it again. All right. So screen capture that, put that on your next post, drive some scarcity, drive some urgency. Okay. Using incentives. So what was that last picture? Oh, okay. So this is me and my older daughter. She's my business partner practically, but she's been working with me for the last few years. And we were doing some Amazon live streams. That's what was happening there. And this is just another really cool photo from my tropical vacations. I absolutely love the weather there. I think I did that trip in January. That was really fun. That one was I think Punta Cana. Let's see, using incentives and give away freebies to get people to participate. So join us and get a free 14-day trial. Stay until the end and get a free gift. Be sure to watch until the end and get automatically entered into a drawing to win. Just for joining, you will get you will get the PDF today in your inbox. All right. So these are incentives. You can incentivize people to take action. All right. So use these. People like to get incentivized to do stuff. We like to feel rewarded, even if we were going to do it anyways. It's just a nice little boost. It's like, oh, well, I was planning to do that anyhow. That's cool. Even getting a little free like gift when you buy something, it's just something that just makes you feel special. Even if it's a sticker. I get stickers sometimes that I buy products from brands and they give you me a little sticker that came with it. I know you probably gotten one or two also. It's just cool to get, right? You get like these little stickers and sometimes you use them, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're little tiny like samples of other things they have. It's just nice, right? So use incentives in your business. That could be a service incentive, that could be adding on more time to a program. So you got a lot of different options there. Take a photo of this, this will help you really think out the box on what to incentivize your audience. So anyhow, the photo on this one was let's see, it was at a casino. Which casino is this? I think this is a Hard Rock Hotel. There's a really good, I believe this was a Chinese, yeah, this was a Chinese Japanese restaurant infusion, Hard Rock Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. I was just there actually, literally last week, but I didn't get to go to this restaurant, but that's okay. We'll be back again soon. We like that area a lot. Okay. So why am I sharing all these photos with you before we move on to our process and the done for you at amenamedia.com? I'm sharing all these photos with you is because this is my life. I built my life this way. Even being a single parent for the last 6 years, I still live this type of lifestyle. In fact, even more than ever, not having a partner, which is crazy, even being the only parent in my children's lives and raising our pets and raising my kids. But I make choices every day to live this lifestyle, and I'm sharing it with you, not to boast, but to encourage. Okay. And none of this would have been possible if I didn't learn these systems. If I didn't learn technology, none of this would have been possible. It sure wouldn't have been possible, if I had to actually physically be somewhere and build something. All right. So I really want to stress that. Okay. So we got some photos here on the different things, the different process we do for the done for you system at amenamedia.com. If you haven't gone to the website, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm going to explain it here. We got a lot of different things that we do at amenamedia.com. But one of them, particularly, is our social media management and evaluations. Okay, so the process, what that looks like is we always start with an evaluation. So, social media evaluation is made to determine the direction of a brand, where it is currently heading, and what can be corrected to best get results quickly and easily. Okay, and you can easily get this done for $600. There's an offering right now. I know we're running on amenamedia.com. It's an hour and you get your sites evaluated within that hour. Whatever site you have that you want to improve and you want clear direction on what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, how to get to the next level, you know, super easy. It's a recording. It's on Zoom. We could even do the recording and send it to you if you send us your information. But either way, this is how we start with growing, like helping you grow your brand. Okay. Then we tell you how to edit your bio and what to add. Okay. My team gives you examples from other industry leaders in your industry to create a strong bio that creates clients out of viewers. We also give you a game plan to follow that will increase your reach and engagements on social media. Super important. We do the research, we take out all the guesswork, and we give you a game plan. Simple as that. Number three, reports and growth. Now that your brand is in alignment to reach and grow the audience your brand caters to, you can decide to hire my team to manage and provide you with reports and suggestions based on insider influencer knowledge we have on all major platforms. So, this is highly important. I don't know any other social media management companies, any other marketing companies that help you grow online, any other uh, um, I would say like influencer managers, even the platforms itself, I can't really give you this knowledge because I have taken the time to build these connections and relationships with these social media companies. So TikTok, YouTube, Amazon, Facebook. Well, actually, it's Meta that owns Facebook and Instagram. We have connections to these companies directly. So we know exactly what they're looking for. We know what they're pushing, what they're not pushing, what incentivizes what incentive is that the word incentivizes what things they're incentivizing creators to put out there that they're going to actually put ads behind and actually boost you. So this is stuff that we have built as a company, and I'm super proud of that because it's taken some time to do, but we've done it for ourselves and the brands that we manage, that we own, and for the people that we help as well. So we give you reports, we make sure that your brand stays in alignment so it can continue growing and getting clients and reaching that audience you're looking to reach. Okay, so let's go ahead and then go to the next one. So for done for you services, you can go to amenamedia.com and check out everything there. It's all there. Okay. So our results since September 2022, we have helped 2,500 plus companies. I should have said, and growing with influencer marketing campaigns, user generated content ads, product live streams, and social media reviews. That's a lot of companies. We were averaging there for a time a little over 250 companies a month. And yes, it definitely burned my team out. We were tired, but so proud that we got to help so many companies over the last few years. Okay, the key points here: professionalism, on brand, staying true to your brand, done for you or done with you. Marketing courses are available. Group help, one-on-one client help, all based on your budget and the stage of brand growth. We are not interested in charging you high prices if your company cannot sustain it. We want you to grow. And then you can pay us the bigger bucks, right? But that's fine. We start at every level. And of course, the entry point is always the same, the evaluation. It always starts with the evaluation. We want to make sure you're in alignment to grow because we have to have a good foundation to build anything upon, right? All right, so that's a little bit about what we do. Okay, so how we help brands that want a done what a DIY. So this is you doing it, right? So number one, offer a personal branding course or a business branding course. So you have two options here. You can do a personal branding course or a business branding course. Number two, get 1 year access to your course on your phone or your computer 24/7. Like anytime you want, you access it. It's self-paced. Three, offer scalable services you can add anytime. Yes, you can always add on more services. We have those options. Number four, multiple price points, custom quotes to get you the best results in the shortest times possible. We want you to succeed. We don't want you to stay stagnant at any point. Technology is always evolving. The faster we can get you in alignment and your brand being seen, the best. Five, have an online group for extra help and questions when with any of the courses. We have groups. Okay. So we have groups. You can always ask us question in the groups. It's the best way to ask questions. That's the way it hooks the whole community. Six, VIP one-on-one coaching and programs, masterminds for those ready for more. Okay, so you can do a one-on-one or you can go to the next level if you're already doing everything and you're continually growing, you're ready for more. All right. We can go into ads, we can go into SEO tactics. There's a lot to do when you start building online. You can grow as big as you want. There is nothing stopping you. Global access, all online. All right, the steps. So this is what it looks like if you were to do it yourself. So again, it would be the social media evaluation. You can do it yourself. We'll teach you how, or you can get us to do it. Okay, either way. Then you're going to fix your edit. You're going to fix, you're going to edit, and then you're going to start your social channel. So if it is better to start a new social channel, we will recommend that. Of course, if you're doing it yourself, you got to make that decision. Are you going to start a new social media channel or are you going to fix and edit the one you have and just wait till it gets repopulated, gets basically monetized again? That takes about 30 to 90 days until it gets basically regenerated through everything. It's just the way it is. It takes time to be recategorized. It's not instant. All right. So just be aware of that. Yeah. You can't expect instant results, just like eating a cookie today. Eating a cookie tomorrow, eating a cookie the next day probably won't do nothing, but do that every day for a month and you're definitely going to see the results. All right. So number three, use research, trends, and inside knowledge to build your content calendar. Super, 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 super important. A lot of people just build content calendars and do zero research, know nothing about the trends, and have no insider knowledge because they didn't build up the relationships with the brands, the platforms, the social media platforms matter. And if you don't know what they're looking for, then that is what is setting you back. But we teach that. So plan for photo shoots and content days and time. You have to have a schedule for this. If you don't have a schedule to plan for your photo shoots and content days and times, then you're falling behind because you're not taking seriously enough. You're building a brand, personal or business. It doesn't matter. You have to be consistent. Number five, start your content database and set up any automations. The only way you're going to succeed is if you have a database. Why is that so important? Because this is an asset. You don't have physical assets like an actual retail company, right? You have digital assets. You need to build your digital assets. That is a content database. And I stress this a lot because it really is what is valuable in an online business. Even if you're not running it to scale and sell essentially as an asset, it's important for you to be able to go into these content databases and find stuff quickly and easily to post to your audience, to tell them about your services, to tell them about your products. So it's super important to get this set up correctly. And of course, set up your automations. You can automate a lot of the process nowadays, and we teach you how in the programs. A/B test and track results daily to see what is working and what can be improved. Super important, especially when you're starting out. You want to look at your reports daily. You want to be comfortable with them. You want it to be second nature. You want to start your day up and be like, hey, this worked, this didn't. Let's try this. Let's throw out these things. Super important to understand how that works and how to tweak it. All right, number seven, improve reach, scale your content with boost and ads. There's a difference there. Increase recurring sales. Okay, so that is the ultimate goal. You want to have everything built to work, build a good foundation, and you are golden. Okay, so then you can use boost, you can use ads, and you can increase the conversion and the recurring sales. All right, next one. So how I have done it. So now we're going to talk a little bit about me. In 2000, how it all started. And we just started with 2000. Technically, I started in 1999, but it was a good even number. All right. So how did it all start? My love of technology, learning HTML, CSS, PHP, those are just languages. It's basically databases and like fancy color stuff. And HTML is like putting the websites together back before they had things like WordPress and, um, GoDaddy sites and Winx. Is it Winx? Wix. Um, did I mention Shopify? Yeah, so we got so many now. So websites, affiliate marketing, many, many years of practice. And I've done so much online and had a lot of fun learning it all. Okay, 2008, selling first multi-million dollar brand. OneWeb.com started in 2003, sold. So that was one of many brands I've started. It was one of the ones that made the biggest impact in the community in the wedding space and sold. Learn how to manage multiple online businesses. Again, it wasn't my first online business. At that time, I was running a couple different ones. It was the one that took off that we built the most into over time. We got worked with Amazon and other major brands learning new skills. At one time, I even had an online bookstore for 5 years. I did it part-time. It was a lot of fun. I've worked with Etsy. I've worked with eBay. I've worked with Amazon in multiple different ways, not just having a bookstore, but I've also worked with their brands that other people's brands that sell products. I've done live streams. I've done making my own books. I have a couple books on Amazon. So there's a lot that I've done over the years. Then 2018, 10 years later after that, starting all over alone on social media. What does that mean? Separated from my partner. And this was my business partner and my husband. Started my socials. I wasn't on social media. I had a couple of posts I did on Facebook, but I knew nothing about social media. Started many socials to learn just by doing. I opened so many social pages. I've forgotten how many I have opened now. I would say well over 40 different social channels by now. Started investing in online coaching programs. I have invested a lot of money in online coaching programs. And the next one, I told you basically how much that is. So 2024, building and scaling brands online. I have 6 online brands currently. I paid over $100,000 to learn new online skills. Now it's more than double that. Have helped over 200, excuse me, have helped over 2,500 brands online in the past 6 months. Have reached over 1 million people in a month on my own socials and sold 1 million in brand products. And that's actually increased a lot over this last year, but either way, you get the point. So it's about 1 million reach, 1 million in products sold, and that's actual for other brands. Okay, let's go to this next page here. So personal branding, business branding. You have two pathways today. Okay, we got personal branding. That's branding your own social pages and be an influencer, get paid. Excuse me, get free or paid offers, work with your favorite brands, brand Hold on. I'm getting myself confused. Brand can change as you do. Oh, okay. Brands can change. Your brand changes with you. So this is personal branding. So your brand evolves as you do. It changes as you do. You have new interests. You're going to change your personal brand to reflect that. You're going to reflect your life through this personal brand. Okay. Get paid to travel and live life. You can do this from anywhere. You don't have to have a particular place to work on your personal brand and make money from it. All right, and then have more time to have fun. So anything like this is like if you're marketing for other people, you could sell your own products. You can offer service. There's a lot of things you could do with your own personal brand page. You can build it up and actually become an actor. You can become a model. You can become a famous singer. So there's a lot of things you can do when you're building your personal brand. The other pathway that we have is the business branding. This is brand your own business. Get more social reach, increase your viewers' engagements, close more sales, build your brand community, build a recurring income, sell your own products and services. This is like an all-in-one. We even go into sales funnels, how to run your advertisements, AI and automations. There's a lot, and I couldn't even list them all because it's quite a bit. In fact, both of them have a lot of automations now and AI stuff in it now. So that is also up to date on a lot of these. I still build into both of these. We have communities for both of these. You could always ask questions. I also share like any new things I've learned directly from the platforms. But you can see there's two different price points. One is focused more on personal branding. It doesn't go into ads or anything. The other one goes into ads and sales funnels. It's 599, 997. Okay, so let's go and check out more of this. You can go ahead and go to this page and choose your option. Okay, this to the stand store, Amena. All right, so we got the www.standstore slash Amena. You can go to that, choose your option. Okay, there's actually another option too. So if you don't want to go with even this one, there's a beginner one. And I believe that one starts at like 497. I just added that a few months ago. I finished it up. So that is actually listed on the page. And there's some other options as well. So you're going to see some other options. All right. But these are the most popular ones right now. And these are like the full course. Okay. You can get a lesser, a lesser course, meaning that, it's very entry level. Okay. So there is another option there. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some numbers. So this is as of March 2024. I didn't update them this year. So, you can just screen capture this. I didn't know if it really mattered to you guys what my numbers looked like. So I just figured I'd put it in here. But this gives you some kind of idea of what you can reach for. My actual conversion rate's a little bit higher this year. We're really close to 15%. We're at 14 something. Our Amazon sales has increased since last year. Obviously, it just keeps going up. Uh, I can't remember what the conversion rate at the bottom is, the 31. I think it's out of every 100 people. It's 31.5 customers. I think that's what that number came from. I got this all directly from statistics from the different platforms. The TikTok followers have gone up since then. We actually have more accounts that we run now that we own as a company, Amena Media. So that's gone up some as well. We've got about 12. We doubled our influencer accounts. We've got about 12 different niche accounts that we run now. Products sold has definitely increased. I can't tell you off the top of my head. I haven't looked at that report in a little while, and I don't really look at how many particular products we sell, more just on the conversion rates and the total amount of sales. Uh, Social reach in 28 days. That's still about average. Yes, we do get viral hits, but I don't try to count those. I had a viral hit literally like 2 months ago, and it hit almost 2 million people just off of one post, which was astoundingly amazing. But it also messes up all your numbers. So sometimes viral hits isn't the best, especially if it's not particularly hitting your right audience. Then we've got Instagram followers and Facebook followers there. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Oh, these are like hold on, let me see if I can pause that. Oops, I can't pause. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. How can I pause this? There we go. Okay, so we got John, excuse me, not John here, Joe here. We have Joe here. And Joe has been in my community for quite some time now. And this was his feedback. If you guys want to listen to the video, I can play it. But basically, this is what he said. Her feedback was absolutely wonderful. It was straight to the point. She did not sugarcoat anything, and I look forward to working with her more in the future. If you are looking for someone who knows what they're doing and what they are talking about, and deep knowledge of what to do to start your own business or many investments, I highly recommend Amena K. Thornton. You will not find anyone better than her. Anyhow, I'll let them do the talking from now on. All right, so here's Joe's testimonial. Let me turn it up.
Is a fitness brand that I have created in a way to inspire others who wish to become the better part of themselves, who wish to change and evolve their lives to become the best version of themselves possible. I specialize as a personal trainer as well as a sports nutritionist. I train both men and women, adults and youths, and I take great pride in what I do. I would like to share a few words about my dear friend Amina K. Thornton. She is an amazing individual, such an inspirational woman, and I have the great honor and blessing of having her in my life. She recently did an evaluation of my Instagram page, dragons.den.fitness, and her feedback was absolutely beautiful. It was to the point. She doesn't sugarcoat anything, and I look forward to working with her more in the future. If you are looking for someone that knows what they're doing, knows what they're talking about, and has deep knowledge in all aspects, to start your own business as well as how to make an amazing investment, I highly recommend Amina K. Thornton. You won't find anyone better than her. With that being said, Amina, I thank you for everything. You are truly an amazing and wonderful person. And again, it is truly a blessing and an honor to have you in my life as well as.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. I get emotional sometimes hearing these. All right.
Hard for me because I always work for another company, so I'm not used to work like this. So I had a very good chat, and Anina gave me a lot of very good advices, how and marketing advices mainly, and almost like a business plan, how what to do, how to do it, and which tools to use at the social network with platforms. So it was a very good talk, and I'm really grateful for that. And so I'm just giving and saying thank you very much, Amina, for all everything that you gave me this afternoon. Thank you.
Oh, I love these. Okay. So that's it for now. We have some more coming up. Anyhow, so next steps, your chance is now to fix your social media. As a social media influencer, I get direct knowledge in what each social media channel as well as Amazon.com is looking for. I get invited to special trainings, incentives, and direct insights into what social media companies keep from the direct public to help their content creators earn more money to be able to earn more and make everyone happy. Okay, so number one, decide to monetize your social media accounts. Number two, choose a pathway, personal branding or business branding. Number three, choose a course or get a quote for us to do the work for you. You can do either one. You could have us do it or you could do it yourself. Okay. But the thing is to get started now, because the sooner you get your foundation built, the sooner you can monetize it, the sooner you can go and live your life and have whatever life you want, honestly, to make everyone happy, your viewers happy, and yourself happy, and even your family happy. Okay. My kids work with me. I love it. I've homeschooled my kids ever since they were born. They've never been to a public school. We've done co-ops, we've done community outreach stuff, volunteering, Girl Scouts for 8 years. But none of it would have been possible if I didn't know what I know now, technology and social media. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the different channels. Get on all channels. Your brand needs to be seen everywhere. The most important thing to remember about building a social media presence is that you must be posting 1 to 4 times daily to get noticed. The more often you post, the more reach and awareness your brand gets, and the more clients you will get. Okay, it's just common knowledge. The more you post, the more you'll be seen, the more people it'll reach. Even if you're just reaching 100 people per post, that's 100 people you're reaching. You can't even get 100 people into your shop usually in one day. That would be a blessing, especially if you're not paying like thousands of dollars to get them in your shop, right? So posting more is effective. It does work. Now there is strategies so you don't have to post as much, but when you're building your brand from the start or re-putting yourself out there, it's so important to put the time, energy, effort in to build that foundation. Okay. And I teach you how using whatever option you want. It's covered in both the personal and business branding option. Okay. Next one.
Leah stopped working with me. Thornton, she is absolutely amazing with the structure that she's built. Been working on that. Working on building my.
Now, this one was a clip. A lot of these I've got because I found them, honestly. Mary was doing a course with me at the time, and I was watching her progress. I was checking up on her. Sometimes I check up on you guys, and I will message you or I'll call you out in the group. And I was watching her stories, and she said something really nice, so I recorded it. I don't like asking for testimonials unless it's going to be something that you want to give. I'm always appreciative of any testimonial, and it's always fun finding them. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, this one didn't get recorded. Oh, this is a really good one too. Anyhow, he's such a sweetheart. Either way, Samuel said, Amena is so lovely with such a magnetic personality. You can just look at her and become positive. She is so grateful, so positive, lots of positive vibes, and so helpful. Thank you, Amena, for all you do. And if you're thinking of working with her, don't think about it anymore. Amena is great. So I actually helped Samuel originally on his mindsets. He was really lacking the motivation to start his own business at the time I was coaching him. And he was working at a church doing all their outreach programs and wanting to become a time management coach and helping people manage their time more effectively so they have more free time to do what they want. But he was lacking a lot of mindsets, and I needed to break him free of that. So sometimes it's not so much, the tactics that you're ready for. Sometimes it's just the mindset stuff. And if that's where you're at right now, maybe you don't have the motivation to fully dive into your social media. Maybe it is mindset that you really need working on before you can even step into that. Send us an email. You can send the email at amenamedia.com. My team will get it and let me know. And I can actually tell you what we could do with mindset. I actually have courses I've made for mindset. I just don't promote them as much anymore. I did a motivational track with a really famous motivational track mixer, Roy Smooth. He's done all the greats. It's called Wake Up, It's Your Time to Live. He done tracks for Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Jim Rohn, you name it. He's been a part of the industry for like 30 something years. He's amazing. So blessed that I got to work with him. But mindsets coaching is still what I absolutely love to do when I can. But it's not my focus right now. As you can tell, we're not talking about mindset right now. We're talking about strategies to actually build up your own program, to build up your own audience, to sell your products or to sell other people's products, whatever pathway that you're here for. You know, we've got two distinct ones: personal branding, business branding. Okay, let's move on. Repurpose your content. Get the most out of your content, repurpose it. By making a content calendar and content database, you are creating the foundation for your brand to be able to reuse and repurpose photos, videos, descriptions, hashtags, and details to all social media platforms quickly and easily. If you hire amenamedia.com, we can even provide you the research and make your content calendar, as well as set up your content database for you to start using. So we do it all. And we do the same process with our own influencer accounts. Okay. So we have our own influencer niche accounts that we've done this for, and we can easily set you up the same exact thing that we do. It does take time. We do train on it. So we put it all together and we can train you on how to use it. Okay. Turnaround time that on that is anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes it can take 4 weeks to spend, just depending on how much content you have and what you are needing. This is why if you've got a really complex system, say if you have multiple platforms that you're managing yourself and you need to get it organized and automated, then this is more of a custom quote, and you can always request a custom quote by going to amenamedia.com. Also, if you go to the Stan store there's a link there to amenamedia.com. Okay. So you can screenshot this if you want, but basically that's what you need to do once once you got direction, like what you are going to be doing, your personal brand or your business brand first. Again, just pick one to start with. It doesn't matter which one. They're essentially the same but different, and we already went over this. So then you're going to be building your content database, your content calendar, and that's going to feed into your social platforms. Okay, be everywhere. The more you are seen, the more chances to get more sales. Just general logic here. Learn to research your industry trends, learn how to make your content calendar, learn how to make your content database, learn how to grow your reach, sales quickly and easily. And it can really be easy once you get this all set up. Because once it's all there, you can hire it out, you can delegate it, you can automate it. But you have to have the foundation.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I really enjoyed my time with Amena. She has a great way about her, and I love her energy. I really appreciate the work she's doing out in the world, and I highly recommend you checking out what she has to offer.
So Daniel, great guy. He's a mindset coach. I coached him on basic building online, like setting up his systems, also on mindset.
With her and getting to know her, she ever since I first met her. She has just been super inspirational, and she's a very hardworking individual. Everything that she really speaks about, she really does do. The people that she brings together, people who are very inspirational people, and they make you really look at life very differently. And sometimes you also see similarities as well. So everything from her YouTube to her podcast to her Facebook Lives, it's just been spectacular. If you want to be inspired and if you want to really change your life, I definitely suggest that you work with them. Okay, you will not regret it. Um, and she's just a great person. Thank you, Amina Kay.
So that's Angelina. And she actually did this and sent it to me. And it was really long. It got shortened a little bit there. As you could tell, some of the breaks didn't actually line up from my editor. But either way, she asked me if I wanted her to redo it. And I said no. It was perfect because this is authentic to her. She was really always soft spoken and she was looking to get into coaching because she's well traveled. She's been to countries all over the world. She's a flight attendant for a major brand. And she just lost her sister. She was kind of like rebuilding her life. So I coached her on mindset and also how to start her business online, how to initially get that set up. And she's been, she's listened to my podcast. She's, seen a bunch of my videos on my YouTube, as she said. She's been in a bunch of my groups. So, a lot of these people have been with me for many years now, and I'm really grateful for it. I love to see their transformations and check on them every now and then. And it's just like a really well diverse community. So a big blessing. And this is what you can have too for your business as you're building online. And I say business, but it's really a community you're building. You're building it with your personal brand, you're building it with your business brand, but these are people that are going to be with you for the rest of your life. Maybe not every day. I haven't talked to Angelina in a few years now, but they're people that you shared an experience with, and it's a good experience. You're able to teach them something, inspire them, by learning this knowledge, by learning how to put yourself out there in the correct way to building that foundation. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one here. So bonus offers today. So just for being here today, you're going to get a 90-day access to the group, which is usually $297. You're going to get free group trainings through the group. You get free help through the group, and you also get a PDF workbook to get a jump start. I just rewrote this PDF workbook. It took me literally like 2 weeks to rewrite. I rewrote it from the ground up. You get it for free. So to get this, just go ahead and message me on whatever platform that you were invited from. If it was maybe you're already a part of the group, maybe you got an email, maybe you got a direct invite from me on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, wherever it is, just reach back out and say, hey, just making sure I get the link to my freebies, the free group, and the workbook, and my team will make sure you get that. Okay, that's just the easiest way to get that. Or you can always go to the stand store. / Amena, and there should be an email on that. Or if you go to amenamedia.com, you can always request it through Amena at amenamedia.com. So you got some options there. Right? And just make sure you get the link to the group, and you get your free PDF workbook there. Okay. That, like I said, I literally just redid. So there's a lot of new stuff. So even if you got it in the past because at times, I do offer it for sale, as well as a freebie in groups if you're already a part of one of my groups. Just make sure that you ask for it because I literally just rewrote it. It is really big now. I think we're definitely looking at like 6 pages at least. I think it's even double that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I rewrote it totally in full like 3 months ago. So it is all new. All right. One day or day one. This is literally my favorite quote of all time. I got a bracelet with it on it. And it's your choice. No decision is a decision. Looking back, do you have regrets on not taking action? How can this decision affect your future? Is there a better solution? Okay. And really ask yourself this. Ask yourself, do you really want this? Do you really want to build this dream life of yours? Do you really want this type of freedom? Are you going to look back next year, the year after, and have regrets on not taking action? And I got so many stories I could tell you. Let me tell you one that happened 2 years ago. So I went to Miami and I had major surgery. I got a tummy tuck. I got a breast lift. I had all my kids C-section, not because I wanted to, because of complications. So I went out of town. I went to go get this surgery. It was in Miami. I live in Virginia. It was a major investment. I took my kids. I took my pets. We made a thing. It was only supposed to be a month. It ended up being 3 months because my iron was too low. And I had to reschedule it for another month to see if I could get my iron levels back up. Well, they didn't have a booking for the next month, so we had to wait another month. I had to use all my savings at the time I saved for this and some extra money that I had saved for some other things to make this happen because I was determined to get it done that year, not wait another year, not wait another 2 years. I was living in this body for 10 years like that at that point, more than that then. Like I think at that time it was like 15 years since I had my first child, right? I think she was about 15, 16 by the time I made this decision. And I was like, that's it. I'm done. I've made up my mind. I'm getting this done. There's no going back. And if I didn't do that, honestly, it probably wouldn't have ever been done because when I went through that surgery, as I was healing, my dad passed away. He was passing away. I did get to see him. I did get to spend the last 2 weeks with him as he was passing on. He was passing from cancer that spread. We didn't even know we had it. But either way, after that happened, my mom went into a spiral. I had to be there pretty much daily for her. She ended up going through surgery and finding out that she had to do different things in her life to get her life back stable. And it's been busy the last couple years since then. So honestly, if I would have waited just and be like, well, maybe in like 3 more months, maybe in 4 more months, right? I'll come back, right? It'll be fine. It would have never happened. Okay. So looking back, will you have regrets if you do not take this action? Because if you don't take this action today, honestly, it might never happen for you. You know? How can this decision affect your future? I know for me, I feel great in my body now. I'm so glad I did it. But this is only one instant. I opened my art studio, my dream gallery in my hometown, which I call it my hometown because I made it my hometown, uh, in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't be like where I'm at now with my art journey, with the next evolution of that in building a Miami collection and collaborating with more predominant galleries to having a luxury line now to having a full scale online system and business for that art company. You know, everything you do today affects tomorrow, you know? And is there a better solution? Well, is there? Sure, there might be. You might be able to find a coach that talks to you a little bit differently, that you resonate with more. You might be able to find another way to make money other than putting yourself out there in social media. Will it be as fun? Maybe. Will it be as rewarding? Possibly. But, for me, I love online systems. I love billing online. I like the freedom that it gives me. I don't have to be anywhere any particular time, any place, you know? The only thing that's kept me in one place, over the last 10 months has been my physical gallery. And we're actually pivoting that now to be more online and more mobile. So, we're going back to what's made me so successful in the first place, and that's online systems. And so, that's on every facet of all my businesses I have. And I'm going to be opening another business here soon. So, super excited about all the blessings the online platforms that gave me and social media has gave me and my family, not just me anymore, my family. I've got a 20-year-old now. I've got a almost 18-year-old. I've got a 15-year-old now, so it's providing them the lifestyle now, not just me. Okay. So your choice is yours, right? The choice is yours now. And now it's Q&A time. It's Q&A time, okay? So thank you for watching this free training and the course. I hope you learned a ton, and I would be grateful to have my team help you get to the next step in growing your brand online. If you are not wanting to learn it all by yourself, we do have a multimedia marketing agency that can help you with all your social media marketing needs. Just visit amenamedia.com and request a custom service. That's the easiest way that you can do. Like if you have any questions, just go to amenamedia.com, put in an email. I see that Amena spelled wrong on Amena Media. I just noticed that there's an extra E there. That shouldn't be there. So it's Amena, just AMENA, media, MEDIA.com. Okay. You can also type in ready in the chat below, and someone will reach out to you. That's always a good way too. You can reach back out to us through any of the groups. If you're a part of any of the groups, you can DM me back directly if I invited you to this webinar. So, either way, we will notice it, and I will, or my team will notice it, and we can get you in the right place to make you to help you succeed, not make you succeed, because we can't do the work for you. You got to put the work in, all right? We can't make you do anything. All right, this is me modeling some free clothing I've got through one of the brand deals. I've done over 300 brand for clothing brands. A lot of fun doing clothing brands. It's actually one of my favorites right now. Clothing brands, skincare, supplements. So,
Hi, my name
oh,
is
another review.
Quick review for Amena. As my coach, colleague, and collaborator, Amina is a wonderful mindset coach. She's very direct and very personable. She really knows how to take mindset ideas and make them into easy to understand concepts. So it's not like you have to struggle to get her teaching. She really gets it to you directly so you can implement it quickly in your life. Amina has helped me see new perspectives about myself, my work, and how I can impact others. She also has years of experience and she just makes impact in people's lives on multiple levels, from all of her offerings, from a YouTube channel to her podcast to her Facebook group. She's a super, super elite coach. So thankful for you, Amina. Hope you are having a wonderful day, and I hope you continue touching tons of lives.
Oh, I love that review. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for these beautiful testimonials. There's so many more I could put on here probably by now. These ones are a little bit older, honestly, but I haven't asked for testimonials in quite some time. These are such a blessing to revisit every time I do these webinars. But either way, so that was Josh Tan. He was somebody that I worked with. We actually, well, I actually came out with a mindset podcast. This was during COVID, and he was one of my guest speakers, but then I also had him a part of some groups and actually coached him in mindset strategies. So, I've been doing this for quite some time, this coaching thing, not only through the mindset stuff, but also through social media and building your businesses online, because I've been doing that for 20 something years now. But either way, what do we have on the next page? Let's look. Okay. This is just a recap of the two pathways you can take. You've got the personal branding, brand your own social pages. This is for you to do. Okay. It's a walkthrough, self-pace. You can learn to be a social influencer. Influencers influence people's buying. And remember, it's not like influencer like you're pressuring people. It's just how to show up correctly. Then get free and paid offers. You can also sell your own products and your own services. Work with your favorite brands. Uh, Brands brand can change as you do. So if you're into traveling 1 month, then you can obviously talk about all your travels, right? And then next month, if you go into life insurance, you can talk about life insurance, right? It grows as you do. Get paid to travel and live your life again on your own schedule here. Have more time having fun because now you're freed up, not having to be anywhere particular at any particular time. You're in control of your schedule. Brand your own business. Get more social reach. Very important to building a brand. Increase your viewers' engagements. This is to build up your community. Close more sales. Of course, that's important to your brand. You need to close sales to keep growing. Build your brand community. This is great for getting to know your customers and what else their needs are and their desires, so you can accommodate those. Build a recurring income. I teach you strategies on how you can maximize your income earnings by creating a recurring income structure. Sell your own products and services. And then how exactly do you do your call to actions, your scarcity, um, how you draw attention. Again, we did cover some of that in this webinar, and hopefully you did take screenshots of that. You can always rewatch it, of course, take notes, but you can get the course and the prices are there for you to see. Now, if you would like to do payment plans, reach out to us on amenamedia.com, or you can go to amena@amenamedia.com on your email. Just send a quick little message and ask for the payment plan options. They're going to be a little bit more to cover the processing fees, but not too much more. Um, we can work out a payment plan for you if that will make it a little bit easier for you. But either way, here is the Stan store that you can go to. Just go ahead and go there, and that will give you all the information on not only those two programs, but also, like I said, I did add another program earlier, uh, like a couple months ago. So I'd say about 3 months ago, I finished another program that's pretty much like an intro program. But that's options there. And there's a couple other like things I added as well to this page that would probably be of interest to you. Like I got some more downloadables that you can get there. So anything that you don't see on the stand store, you can always reach out, Mina at amenamedia.com, or just go to amenamedia.com and then you can use the support form there. Either way, guys, thank you so much for being a part of today's webinar. It's been a lot of fun revisiting everything here. It's been a little while since I've done this webinar, and I wanted to do a new, fresh one. Like I said, I just finished the new book. I wanted to tell you about that. So if you got it before, that's okay. Get the new one. I just rewrote it. Same with the new program that is now available too, which is more of like an intro program. So there are some other options there that we didn't go over on the webinar today, but basically there is two key options. These are the most popular ones, and that is the personal branding pathway and the business branding pathway. So thank you guys again. If you have any questions, feel free to use the form below. And you can always reach out directly through DM if I've DM'd you. That might be easier for you too. Either way, I hope to talk to you soon and see you a part of our groups, and make sure you utilize those groups. I know a lot of you may have been a part of another group of mine even in the past. Make sure you using the groups. Okay, that's the way you can get free training. You don't have to pay extra for that. The only thing we ask is if you use the groups so we can respond to you. And if it's not me, it's somebody on my team that is trained in handling your questions. So either way, guys, thank you so much. And I hope to talk to you soon, or see you on one of the groups, or in a future webinar. Okay, guys, take care.